This woman was cleaning a large mixer when disaster struck. Take a look. This woman was cleaning a kneading machine when a coworker turned it on. The powerful blades trapped her instantly, leaving her colleagues helpless. This accident shows why machines must always be locked and tagged out before cleaning or repairs begin. This boy was feeding a log into a wood shredder when, in a split second, his hand went in next. Watch! The boy was shredding wood when he accidentally put his hand in, and the rest was history. This video proves that inattention around huge machines can turn routine work into horror. These men were working at a factory when disaster struck. A gas cylinder toppled in the workshop, its valves snapping off. The cylinder shot across the room, hissing gas violently as workers fled in fear. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Cylinders must always be chained upright to avoid such accidents. A worker lost balance while counting heavy sheets, resulting in the sheets falling on him. Take a look. Heavy materials must always be stacked and lifted with care, and the workers should avoid standing near unbalanced piles. This video highlights the importance of regular training on load handling. Rescue workers were attempting to save a person trapped in a deep trench when everything turned into chaos. As emergency crews and firefighters worked together using an excavator, the unstable soil suddenly collapsed. 4 rescuers were buried under the falling dirt, turning the rescue mission into a dangerous situation for everyone involved. This highlights the extreme risk of trench rescues and the constant threat of secondary collapses. This man was inflating a trailer tire when disaster struck. This man sat on a large tire as it inflated when suddenly it exploded, catapulting him into the air. The force was devastating. Such accidents show the danger of sitting on tires under pressure. Safety cages are always necessary when inflating. This man was standing on a machine when danger struck. He stood on a moving equipment when suddenly it started, hurling him violently to the ground. He was knocked unconscious as coworkers ran to help. The lesson: never stand on active machines, as one switch can cause tragedy. A routine parking lot job turned hazardous when a forklift began to roll unexpectedly. As a worker stood nearby, the unattended forklift started moving and pinned him against a parked truck. The sudden accident shows the danger of leaving equipment idling without proper brakes or chocks, and why operators must always secure the machine before stepping away to prevent serious injuries. This worker was walking past machinery when danger struck. Watch closely. A pipe suddenly burst, spraying scalding steam across the room. The worker collapsed from severe burns but managed to shut off the valve, preventing wider disaster. It's a reminder that pipes must be inspected and pressure released before entering such zones. This forklift was unloading pallets when a mistake happened. Take a look! The forklift operator was still inside the truck when the driver unknowingly pulled away. The forklift fell violently to the ground, nearly crushing the operator. This shows why communication between truck drivers and forklift operators is vital to avoid accidents. This forklift was carrying a load when disaster struck. The driver tried to move across a wet surface, but the forklift lost balance and tipped over. The dangerous fall could have crushed the driver. Forklift operators must always drive cautiously, especially on wet ground, to avoid deadly accidents. This excavator swung around when disaster struck. The excavator bucket accidentally struck a worker face first, sending him collapsing instantly. Colleagues rushed to his aid in panic. This tragic event shows the importance of safe communication between operators and workers in dangerous construction zones. This man was inspecting wires when disaster struck. This man accidentally touched a live wire, receiving a massive electric shock. Flames engulfed his clothes as he collapsed to the ground. The tragic event shows why electrical inspections must only be carried out with protective gear and proper de-energizing. A warehouse worker was driving a forklift when fatigue nearly cost him his life. The man appeared drowsy and lost focus as he moved through the narrow aisle. In seconds, the forklift veered off and caused a massive collapse of stacked goods. The worker barely managed to escape, highlighting the serious risks of operating heavy machinery while tired or distracted. A crane was lifting a sculpture when things went wrong. Workers guided a red sculpture as the crane lifted, but the load was too heavy. The crane tilted, then collapsed dangerously. This incident shows why crane operators must calculate weight limits precisely and keep safe distances during heavy lifting operations.